Well, my promise not to bother Kyle Brandt lasted about 2 weeks. There is no offseason in the National Football League. A little late-night takeout on the back end of the Combine. And an admission off the top, I wrestle with the Combine because on the one hand, the next time, Kyle, that they set up cones to run the shuttle drill on 4th and 3 will be the first time because it's not football. And yet, I'm interested in the stories. I thought Stacey Dale did an awesome job about the human element. Love it. Love that. So I find myself actively consuming, and so I get what it's valuable about it. How do you sort of see what is important about this weekend in Indianapolis?
I can help you, Scott. I can help your perspective. I always look at it as a big movie trailer. And who doesn't love a movie trailer? It's this movie you can't wait to see. You've waited years for it. And there's just a little sizzle, and you see some of the principles involved, and there's action, and there's music, and it's packaged. Now, listen, that movie might suck. It may be a terrible movie when it actually comes out.
Right.
But the trailer is really, really exciting. All it does is gear you up and let you know who you should be tracking. So, like, I can't wait for the Dune 3 trailer this year. And I was in on the Combine trailer as I am every single year. You try it. You'll like it. You like trailers.
I do. Okay, so maybe Love is Chalamet. Maybe from Notre Dame, like we see a star. We knew he was a star, right? And maybe his Oscar moment is coming. I don't know. This guy's going to be a star in the National Football League. I believed it just based on what he did on the field, and then nothing he did in Indianapolis dissuaded me. Where are you with that?
Top 5 pick, I think, is the best Notre Dame running back since Jerome Bettis. And I'll lead with you, Scott. More cinematic love here. I took my dad. My dad's Notre Dame class of 66 for his 80th birthday. We went to Notre Dame versus Army at Yankee Stadium. We're in New York City. It's really good Army team, top 20 team. First guy we run into, that's Bob Brandt on the right and Joe Montana on the left. We're talking up, Joe, what do you think? This Army team's good. We say, Joe, any chance there's going to be an upset tonight? And he goes, not with number 4 right there. And he points to Love as Love is kind of warming up before the game. Scott, we see Joe again as the second half is starting. Love's had 2 touchdowns the first half. My dad, Bob Brandt, goes, any chance of a comeback tonight, Joe? On the first play from scrimmage of the second half, Love goes 60-plus yards. Joe goes, not with number 4 out there. And I'm like, Joe Montana, you are so cool. And that was when the real legend for me started in that New York nights in Manhattan as Joe Montana's just absolutely just hyping us up about him. It's a wonderful thing.
That's a great story, but let's not bury the lead here. Your dad's a unit. Look at that man. Look at him. Huh? Bob Brandt? Come on. That's where your good looks come from.
I don't know about that, and my mom would take issue with that. Hi, Mom. But
sorry.
Bob Brandt, wide receiver on the Norfolk Neptunes back in the day, played ball. No Joe Montana, but played ball. And Scott, that was only the legend. Never mind Bob Brandt, Jeremiyah Love. I then watch him against Penn State on the goal line for all the home run hitting that he does and all the speed. This run, you have to put on a smoking jacket to watch this. This is Fortuna should be playing. Every Penn State Nittany Lion hits him, including Abdul Carter, and he hand plants about 27 different times. He didn't even have to do the Combine, Scott. He could have walked off the field after this and be like, I'll see you in a couple of years. This is my favorite run of him. All the big ones, all the bombs, it's that one is so gorgeous.
And he was injured through, I mean, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm completely with you. I'm hook, line, and sinker. I don't love drafting him that high, but I'm a Washington guy. He's not going to be there when they draft at 7, I don't think. I'd be thrilled to take him. He won't be there. I have buried the lead tonight, and I apologize.
What do we got?
Well, I think given the seriousness of what's going on in the world, we could all use a timeline cleanse, and I got it when I happened to open up your feed and saw you on stage at the Metro in Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, would you look at this unit? What's the name of the band, please?
The name of the band is Section L, which was the section of our high school rule book that prohibited coming to school intoxicated.
Okay. And you're on stage. Obviously, something happened to the sleeves. Not sure what. Did you drop the Blues Brothers? We are so happy to see so many of you lovely people here tonight, and we would especially like to welcome all the representatives of Illinois' law enforcement community who have chosen to join us here in the Palace Hotel ballroom at this time. But it was the Metro, so you didn't need to do that. How did this happen? What is this?
Thank you for asking. I'm honored. In high school in 1997, my best friends and I had a stupid, dumb cover band, and we played Stone Temple Pilots at the high school talent show. Now, well into our 40s, we said, we're getting old, we're getting slow, we're getting fat. Let's do something absolutely crazy. We rehearsed for 2 years. We played 14 songs for all our friends and wives and kids and parents, and we tried to do the Metro proud. It's never too late to do things with your friends. When you pass the wedding phase and the bachelor party phase, still try to find your best friends, and in this case, rock out to Pearl Jam. And there's a set list. Wow, you have everything.
Well, I'm imagining, wait, you have a guitarist who's capable of playing Eruption.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love the Pearl Jam sprinkled throughout. STP, love it. And then I can't help but have my eyes drawn to we're never ever getting back together. What is this?
My daughter.
That's for
9
her?
years old. A lot of girls in the crowd, a lot of females in the crowd. The Taylor still brings it. We had a very, very eclectic set list, which I'm really proud of. You don't see a lot of Helmet, Unsung, and Taylor Swift in the same set list. But Scott, my question to you: you are a broadcaster. You are an orator. Are you a singer? Have you ever been in a band? Where's your video?
No. But the sad thing is that I can do it. I actually can sing, but won't, because this is a nervousness thing. I don't get nervous about anything, and I was going to ask you to compare as a guy that wore the uniform of Princeton, right? As a thespian and on stage singing, and then live TV, right? You've sort of performed in many different lanes. Is there a 1 to 10 nervousness that's higher here than maybe anywhere else?
I'll tell you this. The high is higher than anything you ever do. I understand why Shaq wanted to be a rapper. I understand why Manny Pacquiao was trying to be a recording artist. I get it now. As someone who's done other low-level stuff, even being on stage singing like a bad elderly woman Pearl Jam cover for my friends, it was the Super Bowl. And by the way, they haven't booked the halftime for Super Bowl 61 yet. We got some thoughts, Section L. We would cultivate it to everybody. We got people walking around in grass. It's going to be fun. So we're open if they are.
I just want to scream hello. I can only imagine everybody in the building screaming at the top of their lungs as Section L lit up the night in Chicago. That is awesome. I love that you did it.
Thank you.
The charities benefit. You got the gigantic high, and everyone in the stands or in the audience got the contact high as well. Look at them lighting up the night in Chicago. I don't even know what this segment will continue forever. Just look at it. What are we singing there?
We're doing Bono there. We're doing With or Without You. They got the lights out. That's Bush, Glycerine. And Scott, I just want another gig so I can pull you up on stage. I'm not going to let that skate. You're a singer who can sing, and I got that. But you're too nervous.
Yes. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on my anxiety, and I make you this solemn promise to maybe somehow be on. You do another gig, and maybe I'll come out and sing something.
Give us a track. I believe in a thing called love. What is it going to be?
No, I feel like I see In Hiding by Pearl Jam, but I don't know if I can hit the high notes.
Scott, I think you can. I really think you're tall enough. You're confident enough. That is a fantastic track off the Yield album. We will work on it for you. I promise. I'm not kidding.
All right. Somewhere along the way, 10 takes or whatever's going on, this thing took a left, but I don't care. Section L was in the building. Kyle Brandt.
This is amazing, Scott.
Thank you, man.
By the way, this is perfect because you're in hiding. You're hiding from the gig. Like, you got to come out, Scott. We'll get you.
Yeah, but
Thank you very much.
I want to feel that high. I want to feel that whatever that is.
Oh, baby.
All right.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Trust me, it's up there, Scott.
Yeah, but then there's like Section L, then the lead singer rift. There's all sorts of problems that come with that. Thank you, man. Thanks. I appreciate it, Kyle.